Students, you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Blue Springs High School commencement exercise for 2024. Audience members, how about one more big round of applause for our seniors tonight? This is a special day for our graduates, their families, and all of us here to witness the confirmation of diplomas for this senior class. At this time, I'd like to thank the Blue Springs High School Wildcat Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Tim Alshouse for providing the music this evening. As we begin this ceremony, please pause with me for a moment of silence to remember those people no longer with us, including family members, loved ones, and members of the class of 2024. Thank you. It is now my pleasure and privilege to introduce our Superintendent of Schools for the Blue Springs R4 School District, Dr. Bob Jerome.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, parents, friends, and graduates. We welcome each of you and are delighted you could join us for this very special occasion. Your attendance here tonight reflects the honor and respect for our graduates. It is with great pride that I join you in recognizing the Blue Springs High School senior class of 2024. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our platform guests with us here this evening. From our Board of Education, President Dr. Bobby Hawk, Vice President Jeff Seams, Fiscal Vice President Kurt Swanson, and members Rhonda Gilstrap, Kay Cohen, April Agate, and Rebecca Swank. Our district leadership team, Assistant Superintendents Dr. Leslie Evans, Kirk Sampson, Jason Wolf, Dr. Jill Brown, Dr. Charlie Belt, and Dr. Bryce Johnson. The administrative team at Blue Springs High School, Principal Tom Alderman, Associate Principal Dr. Wendell Fuimaono, Assistant Principal Heather Knudsen, Assistant Principal Dustin Spencer, Assistant Principal Angie Schnackenberg, Assistant Principal Wes McCubbin, Assistant Principal Stephanie Peterman, and Assistant Principal Jennifer Menace. Highlights from this graduating class: we have 554 seniors graduating this evening. We have one National Merit finalist. We have 25 students that have scored a 31 or higher on their ACT receiving Bright Flight scholarships. And we have 100 students with the A+ designation. Over $4 million in academic scholarships. $2.87 million in athletic scholarships. With A+ local, regional music scholarships for a grand total of $7.9 million in scholarship. And at this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize those in the audience for whom this event has a very special meaning. First, will my colleagues in the Blue Springs School District, both present and past, please stand and be recognized for your contributions to our students. Yes, that's you on the front row. Second, very significant group. I would like to have all our parents and guardians of our graduates to stand and be recognized at this time. Next, I would like for our grandparents and great-grandparents to stand and be recognized. And as we approach this Memorial Day weekend, can I please have all veterans or current military personnel in our audience today stand and be recognized for your service to our country? And lastly, any seniors in this graduating class who are planning to enlist in military service after high school, please stand and be recognized for your commitment to our country. Every person in attendance tonight has played a role in helping our graduates reach this milestone. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Jerome. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker for this evening. She has achieved a 4.16 cumulative grade point average over her high school career. She's been involved in DECA, speech and debate, theater, and National Honor Society. Her future plans include attending Loyola of Chicago to major in economics. The daughter of Mason and Heather Faisal, please welcome Kimmy Faisal.
Good evening, faculty, friends, family, and the class of 2024. It is my pleasure to say that we made it. We made it through a year and a half of face masks. We made it through smart passes. And we made it through Wildcat Hour, and then time and support, and then Wildcat Hour again. We made it, but we didn't make it alone. Sir Isaac Newton, who discovered many wonderful things about our world, and also invented calculus, once said that if I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. We all stand on the shoulders of others. Dr. Morgan MacArthur tells us that there are three people in our lives upon whose shoulders we stand. First, the influencers who inspire us. Second, are the butt kickers who push us to our limits. And finally, the role models whom we look up to. When you go home tonight, I want you to find a note card left over from your math class and write down who those three people are in your life. Our school has a multitude of influencers. For me, one of the first people that comes to mind is one of our school's custodians, more fondly known as Uncle T. Who not only cares deeply about our school, but more importantly for the people in it. Uncle T has shown me and many others the value of a simple good morning, and that even the smallest greetings can have the biggest impact. Or our school's counselors, who have provided an endless stream of guidance for us throughout the past 4 years. Mrs. Weatherspoon and Mrs. Howard never failed to put a smile on my face and answer all of my questions, from curriculum to honor points. Whether you realize it or not, you have been impacted by an influencer. To match the influencers, we can't forget the butt kickers in our life. While you might think of a butt kicker as an administrator yelling at you to wear your ID around your neck, the butt kickers in our life are the people who invest their energy into us. and push us even when we're hesitant. I've had my butt kicked a lot during my time at Blue Springs High School. From Mrs. Fowler, pushing my DECA partner Ivy Cheligate and I to finish our business plan on time and to the best of our ability, to my speech coach, Miss Lohman, who made sure I got to my dream of speech and debate nationals my junior year, even if that meant throwing paper clips at the stage if I messed up. And for me, my mom, who has pushed me to do my best for the past 4 years and has made me the person who I am today. Our friends can also be our butt kickers, pushing us to actually turn in that assignment or even just coming to school on time. Teacher, friend, or family member. Sometimes we all need a bit of a butt kicking. Finally, we have our role models, the people who we look up to. A role model doesn't need to be someone we've known for a long time. We have spent almost 5,000 hours at Blue Springs High School, and if you realize it or not, you have been impacted by someone in this very room. I want you to think back to when you were a sophomore coming to the high school building for the very first time. You were probably impacted by other students. Maybe the ones who sit at the top of our class today inspired you to try harder on your assignments. Or if you were an athlete, maybe you watched the effort of someone else and that gave you that extra push to work a little harder. For me, it was the performing arts. I was awed by the talent I saw on stage, and I knew that was what I wanted to do. So it made me work that much harder, so I could achieve success like those I admired. Whether you have chosen to spend your time in books, on the field, or on the stage, you are a role model. 20 or 30 years down the road, there are many things that we won't remember about high school. Heck, within a week, most of you are probably going to forget this speech. But we will never forget those people on our note card. While we may not always remember what they said, we will always remember the way that they made us feel. So I ask you, who is on your note card? But more importantly, whose note card are you on? Thank you.
Thank you, Kimmy. Great job. Members of the Board of Education, Dr. Jerome, parents, faculty members, and friends. We have seated before you today a group of students who have established high standards of academic achievement and excellence throughout their high school careers. I would like to take a moment and recognize these students. Would all 60 students recognized as cum laude in the program with a 3.5 to a 3.79 cumulative grade point average, please stand to be recognized with your parents. Students, you may be seated. Would all 49 students recognized as magna cum laude in the program with a 3.8 to a 3.99 cumulative grade point average please stand to be recognized with your parents? And would all 89 students recognized as summa cum laude in the program with a 4.0 or higher cumulative grade point average please stand to be recognized along with your parents? Thank you. Students, you may be seated. I would like to make special mention of the students who comprise the top 1% of the class of 2024. Would the following students please stand to be recognized along with your parents? Audience members, please hold your applause until all 6 names have been read. David Lynn, Ethan Schreier, Abby Brackenberry, Luke David Pennington, Skylar Henry, Chinyere Omefe. Please give these students a round of applause. Great job, students. You may be seated. We also have one American Field Service student with us today. This student took a huge risk by traveling from her homeland to experience our incredible culture and all it has to offer. Would Emmeline Matfolk please stand to be recognized along with her host family? Let's give Emmeline a huge round of applause. Audience members, a graduation committee consisting of students, parents, and staff members have requested that this occasion remain dignified and respectful. Above all, it is requested that the audience refrain from excessive noise-making or any activity that would distract from the reading or hearing of each and every one of our graduates' names. The committee also requests that everyone remain seated until the end of the ceremony, providing our seniors with the respect they deserve on this special day. At this time, I am proud to present the graduating class of 2024. As the principal of Blue Springs High School, I verify that the students seated before you today have completed all requirements for graduation as specified by the state of Missouri and the Blue Springs R4 School Board, so that they may receive their Blue Springs High School diploma. Grand Marshals, please direct our graduates to the stage.
Savannah Dawn Huber. Alec Joseph Camp. Brianna Lynn Hackett.
Ella Marie Rowley.
Caleb Lane Chancellor. Xavier Jackson Dole. David Logan Phoenix Baxter.
Joelle Elizabeth Thomas.
Anthony Manuel Armijo.
Vincent Christopher Houseman.
Walter Lee Evans Jr. Cody Dean Cochran. Hannah Elizabeth Dagani.
Ariana Elizabeth Charlene Bird.
Micah DeWitt Bolton.
Fred Russell Hack.
Arjan Cordell Avery.
Veronica Lee Paler.
Amara Cadence Carter.
David James Ramsey.
Olivia Grace Duncan.
Parker Ryan Davidson.
Jamia Lachey Hobby.
Dylan Christopher Phillips.
Mylinda Jonice Clinton.
Hunter Reed Crosby.
Aisha Cy Epperson.
Priatus Joallen Vos.
Montez Galen Brown.
Austin Juventino Morales.
Trenton Andrew Bell.
Luke Matthew Koch.
Benjamin Lane Baker.
David Michael McLaren.
Metzi McGill Edwards V.
Matthew David Pickens.
Celine Michelle Givens.
Jarrett Joseph Prinz.
Shakira Ann Tolbert Griffin.
Maya Grace Robinson.
Sydney Lynn DeGusto.
Jesselyn Jordan Pauline Potts.
Alan Alberto Galvez.
Trinidad Cecil Perez.
Amber Michelle Meek.
Haley Danielle Schick.
Daniela Marbella Burton.
Ashlyn Morgan Okenquist.
Taylor Deanna Cobbins.
Jordan May Blackburn.
Callie Amare Fontenot.
Skylar Joseph Henry.
Chloe Grace Denny.
Cecilia Marciel Schmitz Hepker.
Grace Jishwe Deaton.
Theseus Gabriel Kreisbergs.
Miranda Grace Bagwell.
Kayla Elizabeth Marker.
Alexandria Violet Clement.
Noema Iyeke Wild.
Ainsley Grace Lisk.
Billy Rose Latunica.
Vincent Dang Wynn.
Brooke Catherine Lotz.
David Matthew Lynn.
Miles Hunter Murphy.
Ethan James Schreier.
Austin Gabriel Reza.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Tuttle.
Ethan Robert Carnes.
Monica Sue Gilliland.
Aaliyah Marie Lee.
Katrina Nicole Jordan.
Alexander Morgan Gasson.
Ivy Geruto Chelugit.
Liana Kahialani Garcia.
Dawn Olivia Brown.
Diana Pena.
James Lovell Burke.
Gabrielle Danae Akins.
Josie Sue Burke.
Lauren Nerese Jones.
Amelia Elise Alexander.
Taylor Alexandria Shelton.
Luis Alberto Dominguez Diaz.
Maya Angela Maria Peace.
Emilis Lennon Fugit.
Daniela Vasquez.
Treslin Diane Hennenberg.
Michael Parks Scott.
Ruby Michelle Heavener.
Victoria Michelle England.
Evan Paul McCullum.
Derek Michael England.
Caleb Nevion Williams.
Luke Thomas Rovenstein.
Ethan Scheibe Love.
Anthony Jordan Robinson.
Zachary Benjamin Laws.
Daniel Martinez.
Gavin Andrew Kerp.
Kevin Bolay Serrano.
Sanaya Latrice Stone.
Olivia Rose Holland.
Monterion Michael Cortez McAfee.
Madison Elizabeth Thomas.
Nevea Destiny Marie Alphi.
Caitlin Avery Miller.
Michaela Renee Council.
Kendall Rowan Miller.
Tayshawn Campbell.
Ainsley Aaron Feller.
Elijah Dwayne Wooden.
Marissa Jane Temple.
Alyssa Elizabeth Monroe.
Madeline Elise Peters.
Jordan Mariah Anderson.
Cadence Lauren Shepard.
Sydney Kimberline Riles.
Trenton John Mitchell.
Cadence Ridley Copeland.
Lance Alexander McLean.
Alexis Dawn Weems.
Cameron David Mowers.
Catherine Grace Gilpin.
Jonah Michael Keeling.
Jada Mercedes Booker.
Aaron Christopher Cervera.
Malia Lachey White.
Tavion Damian Jackson.
Cassidy J. Pascal.
Hayden Preston Baird.
Layla Jane Devine.
Donald Martin Gertner.
Cameron Anthony Aliato.
Michael John Duchesne.
Andrew Ivan Ramirez.
Tristan Kincaid Fitzsimmons.
Nicholas James Gibler.
Ambrose Crimson Virgil Sharkey.
Colton Michael Gibler.
Tripp Anthony Aragon.
Ryan James Orr.
Riley Keith Swaffer.
Barack Ashton Paris.
Caden Mitchell Helmer.
Isaiah Christian Scott McPherson.
Austin Michael Schwantes.
Cameron Reese Chambers.
Kagan Wiley Fetters.
Rachel Vernay McCoy.
Cole Joshua Boucher.
Matthew John Todd Shallert.
Aiden David Payne.
Olivia Veronica Salinas.
Trayvon Eugene Cage.
Anicia Jolene Lee.
David Alexander Forch.
Cody Allen Whitick.
Jesse Ray Weber.
Carly Ann White.
Alexandra Paige Herman.
Maya Grace Howard.
Jasmine Chanel Oberg.
Naira Taylor McDonald.
Reagan Noel Martinez.
Jillian Donna Rittenhouse.
Ezene Rejoice Iziagu.
Megan Elizabeth Shaw.
Marissa May Rowland.
Aubrey Nicole Hogan.
Jariah Ray Jackson.
Rochelle Anye Taylor.
Brooke Lynn Robbins.
Emma Lee Markworth.
Annie Catherine Terhune.
Simon Liberty Harrington.
Sophia Maria Schnetzer.
Olivia Beth McCoyle.
Molly Jordan Bramer.
Liberty Grace Forrest.
Meredith Eve Berry.
Isabel Maria Milligan.
Malachi Taula Bouchard.
Aubrey Sue Riggs.
Alexa Jane Scarborough.
Davin Dwayne Harmon.
Cameron Jean Blackwell.
Denver Jackson Nations.
Hannah Michelle Forlow.
Janila Niana Chatfield.
Destiny Nevea Myers.
Nia Alexandria Naomi Marie Jenkins.
Brianna Monterosa.
Damaya Nuri Jones.
Emily Aaron Myers.
Angelo Medi Rojas.
Jenny Bibi Wynn.
Michael Patrick Cates II.
Alex Antonio Biermeyer.
Austin Bruce Miller.
Cole Merrill Logston.
Tuala Totamai Olamaleva.
Julian Joseph Eugene Castle Collins.
Tyler Franklin Bear.
Gabriel Dean Rogers.
Trey Philip Lear.
Nathan Douglas Eisenman.
Bryce Anthony Sackerman.
Nicholas Michael Ramirez Van Meter.
Krish Hitesh Patel.
Brannick Miles Blankenship.
Davis Anthony Knight.
Cameron Michael Curtis Sporing.
Micah Delshawn Taylor.
Noah Benjamin Pike.
Brandon Tyree Jackson.
Andrew Stephen McConnell.
Colin Jacob Phillips.
Rishi Patel.
David Lamont Parker II.
Moises Wense Yanez.
Isaiah Alexander Hooks.
Caitlin Beth Lagaman.
William Henry Brown.
Elena Rose McDaniel.
Amare Terrell Gardner.
Ruby Jean Flackmiller.
Kai Henry Gwynn.
Lincoln Michael Stevenson.
Dorian Marshawn Guthrie.
Mason Eric Willier.
Anaya Lynette Gillum.
Brooke Anne-Marie Alsup.
Zachary Michael Ebert.
Grayson Ann Austin.
Isaiah Phineas Judah Demir.
Faye Ingrid Knutson.
John Wyatt Colsom.
Reagan McKenna Jarrett.
Garrett Rodney McMillan.
Avery Leanne Diggs.
Jacob Kelly Mullen.
John Arthur Cherkowski.
Logan James Norton.
Calvin Joel Easley.
Ella Grace Hogan.
Buddy Ashton William Caton.
Jonathan Patrick Wilkerson.
Axton Jacob Henderson.
Emily Morgan Rixo.
Jackson Ryan Anderson.
Mia Nicole Leone.
Jacob David Haig.
Emma Lee Porter.
Ashton Allen Coop.
Jessica Paige Flathers.
Asia Javon Petty.
Freddie Jean Duncan.
Keelise Michael Scott.
Wyatt Duncan Bowers.
Kimai Emma Scott.
Miriam Celeste Dyer.
Kimei Ann Scott.
Carly Teresa Marie McGowan.
Rainbow Sandy Sinafai Alboro.
Isabella Mikel Pernichero Jones.
Dylan Jaden Marie Frazier.
Quania Diane Eccles.
Jaden C. Harris.
Anna Christina Montez.
Ethan Vicente Fisk.
Madeline Jean Overton.
Wyatt Franklin Starr.
Josephine Azalee Coffey.
Brett Hollenbeck Moore.
Haley Elizabeth Rainey.
Ian Scott Ludwig.
Amaya Nicole Starks.
Matthew Dale Moyer.
Ellie Boone.
Jace David Bardwell.
Mackenzie Nicole Hanson.
Caden Maddox Charlton.
Vincent Michael Larkin.
Brody Nathaniel Wilkinson.
Danielle Grace Adams.
Alexander Peace Todd.
Alexander Carl Cooper.
Thomas Joseph Stock.
Isaac Armand Williams.
Emma Paige McDonald.
Sean William Mundahl.
Haven Virginia McMasters.
Dustin Caden Hazlett.
Maya Danielle Dolby.
Brooklyn Elizabeth Newton.
William Keegan Patrick.
Molly Wakefield McDonald.
Dominic Charles Lee Holmes.
Isabella Violet Pasquale.
Carson Andrew Shishing Durr.
Lillian Patricia Cunningham.
Caden Nathaniel Thomas.
Habib Solomon Aslami.
Mark Rayshawn Dudley II.
Greg Thomas Dillon.
Catherine Lynn Subor.
Shane Ryan Alexander.
Tiajane Shante Marie Edgar.
Cade Russell Marcy.
Deontay Tyree Edgar.
Joseph Cole Mancini.
Jenna May Gordon.
Austin Matthew Snyder.
Randall Acevedo.
Trevor James Specht.
Caleb Michael Blanton Brandt.
Jacob Andrew Markle IV.
Haley Ann Louise Slinkard.
Sebastian Thomas Udlin.
Kinley Rose Davis.
Ronan Dodge Vicente.
Sienna Alexandria Staten.
Joshua Joseph Pillage.
Ronez Lamont Thompson.
Javon Lamont Garth.
Keith Norvell Griffin III.
Dylan James Smith.
Jordan Isaiah Roberson.
Brody James Carrico.
Donovan Terrell George.
Peyton Delaney Jones.
Cameron Tyree Bonner.
Isabella Rose Reed.
Jordan Laurel White.
Ariana Rose Jackson.
Amir Zaquan Williams.
Anaya Kayshawn Brown Penn.
Francisco Joseph Salinas.
Jayla Cameron Ryan.
Jayla Roche Cornelius.
Kylie Michelle Amarine.
Kenaya Michelle Freeman.
Alexis Helen Riddle.
Armani Monique Lamasters.
Kimberly Elizabeth Faisal.
Kalia Lene Thomas.
Chinere Osehe Jewel Omefe.
Joshua Lee Burton.
Annabelle May Wilson.
Noah Patrick Brown.
Luke Ryan David Pennington.
Kylan Nicole Haney.
Alexis Caitlin Holland.
Danielle Jocelyn Hammett.
Juliana Rachel Onstadt.
Sienna Amore Vick.
Ella Grace Denise Conover.
Leslie Garcia Audello.
Mackenzie Nicole Woodard.
Christian Jeremiah Allen.
Angelina Elizabeth Velasquez.
Azavion Parrish Harden.
Jude Allen Wild.
Jasmine Danelle Marie Abney.
Joshua Keaton Wild.
John Brandon McAllister.
Noah Lee Whistler.
Julie Ann Knowles.
Melena Elvira Weekly Avila.
Addison Patrice Thomason.
Ava Jane Power.
Abigail Lane Duffy.
Peyton Nicole King.
Natalia Cassiano Mendez.
Lila Elizabeth Cobb.
Violetta Josephine Lamb.
Victoria Lynn Harris.
Kimberly Margie Lamb.
William Paul Harris.
Philip Savas Berrigan Jr.
Destiny Elaine Denise Coleman.
Juliana Marie Balding.
Gabrielle Elizabeth Graham.
Haley Nicole Fluke.
Ryder Owen Ross Huff.
Alexis Victoria Nesselhuff.
Zach Nevin.
Archie Nicole Kimball.
Daniel James Rice.
Brandon Michael Gooch.
Graydon Matthew Katamira.
Aiden Jeffrey Flood.
Alejandro Armani Gordillo.
Gavin Patrick Murphy.
Jonathan Wesley Jackson.
Tristan James Yon.
Michael Joseph Harrius.
James Ryan Mitchell.
Dylan Anthony Larson.
Caden Bruce Kaler.
Donnelly James Hedden.
Jacob Dean Knowles.
James Timothy Grund.
Sabine Valor Kipper.
Damon Lee Kensler.
Nolan Walker Lewitsky.
Kylie Allison Cornice.
Cecilia Michelle Mathis.
Vanessa Lelia Elise Remsen.
Annabelle Rose Myers.
Micah Jermaine Simmons.
Cadence Alexandria Trevino.
Isis Chavez Mack.
Dakota Cheyenne Still.
Tristan Richard Teeterington.
Riley David Borgstadt.
Cameron Shea Boardley.
Owen Parker Drydale.
Samuel Robert Kirks.
Edward Stephen Goring.
Sophia L. Keibel.
Diego Gonzalez Aguilar.
Jason Joseph Hackett.
Thomas Leon Bowling.
Alex Joseph Mullis.
Christopher Adam Colwell.
Braylon Joseph Bedart.
Deacon Charles Haggerty.
Gabriel Dean Merrill.
Michael Anthony Miles.
Samantha Vasti Nunez.
James Henry Gilmore IV.
Anna Elizabeth Coney.
Lake Ross Johnson.
Rebecca Rose Garman.
Aiden George Ralph Gilbert.
Maddie Jo Sue Neidholt.
Lemuel Santos Tom.
Nolan James Brand.
Corbin Edvin Schmidley.
Allison Rebecca Bonjour.
Riley Christopher Hugh James Glacken.
Garrett Reed Baumstein.
Clarissa Lynn Ryan.
Alexis Dawn Bray.
Maya Raquel Patience.
Claire Faith Baumstein.
Skylar Nicole Ambrusco.
Mackenzie Olivia McClure.
Nicholas Braden Dangerfield.
Triton Lee Pearson.
Mathan Alexander Villegas.
Anastasia Nicole Anders.
Landon Matthew Dooley.
Aria Danielle Phillips.
Evangelina Marie Perez.
Tristan Drake Hoyle.
Ruby Jean DeMasso.
Kaylin Jewel Peretta.
Pablo Daniel Martinez.
Connor Kenneth Lee Tyndall.
Tyler James Parker.
Richard Lee Wilson III.
Victoria Leanne Donaldson.
Carland Andrew Bonner.
Tylee Grace Clark.
Colin Michael Propes.
Amber Caroline Underwood.
Leonardo Sebastian Olvera Griffin.
Katie Leanne Butler.
Trey Francis Daya.
Katrina Hunter Shockey.
Declan Xander Maynard.
Frank Chadrick Paz.
Addison Kelly Linville.
Corinne Elizabeth Smith.
Alyssa Renee Vojkovic.
Nicholas James Marshall.
Angela Jeanette Cruz.
Braden Andrew Bain.
Winnie Yang.
Carson Michael Smith.
Madeline Christine Batten.
Samaya Wynn Francis.
Grace Eleanor Banta.
Isabel Jolie Smith.
Braylon Amor Malaya Walker.
Giovanni Martinez.
Balmaya Nevea Lynn Rose.
Alexis Nicole Stamps.
Riley Nicole Bradley.
Alexandria Faith Diedrich.
Amarie Janae Bruce.
Cage Killian Carpenter.
Harmony Danea Alexis Hughes.
Riley Marie Haslin.
Carly Samari Abraham.
Evan Joshua Hyde.
Crystal Amani Abraham.
Noah Jameson Kincaid. Josiah Baraka Piercy. Carmen Jean Smith. Faith Karis Rock. Caleb Daniel Poole. Tatum Lee Grant. Adeline Hope McGinley. Sienna Malay Kerr. Danielle Michelle Bland. Naya Leanne Vore. Mackenzie Leanne Bass. Alexis Kathleen Ann Wolfgang. Brianna Gabrielle Farrar. Dominic Michael Lopes. Cole Woodrow Reeder. Keegan Gabriel Enix. Abigail Rose Brackenberry. Cindelli Abigail Barrios. Josie Louise Jennings. Ryan Grace Moore. Nora Ann Taylor. Brecken Nylene Terry. Faith Andrea Fotiadis.
How about one more huge round of applause for this group of graduates? Okay, graduates, in a moment we will conclude the ceremony with the singing of the alma mater. As we prepare to end this ceremony, I want to offer my congratulations to the class of 2024. The choices and decisions you have made thus far have allowed you to graduate today. continue to make good decisions to shape your future, and we wish you the best. It is often said it's a great day to be a Wildcat. And graduates, now you can say, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. As you enter the next phase of life, remember to approach your goals with the mindset to win at everything you do. Audience members, upon the conclusion of the ceremony, we encourage you to take advantage of the sets here on the arena floor to take pictures of your graduates. Graduates, please stand one more time and join your classmates in singing the alma mater. Audience members, you are also welcome to join in. Graduates, when completed, I will present the class of 2024 to the Superintendent of Schools and the Board of Education. It will be at that point that you will throw your caps to celebrate with your classmates. Now leading us in the singing of the alma mater are the Blue Springs High School Senior Choir Chamber members. Chamber Choir, take it away.
Blue Springs High, our dear old high school, proud of thee are we. Of thine honor, charm, and beauty, loud our praises be. Hail our high school, lift her colors, cheer the purple and gold. Cherish with our fond affection, thy high fame will hold.
And now, Dr. Jerome, President Hawk, distinguished board members, parents, and guests, I am proud to present to you the 2024 graduating class of Blue Springs High School. Graduates, you may now throw your caps and celebrate with your classmates. Congratulations, graduates. Good luck and good evening to all.